What is going on, guys? Good morning. Big Cloud here, back again with another video. Alright, so today's video is completely different from the traditional formula that you guys know and love here on the channel. I want to touch on something that's a little bit more mature right now and something that really needs to be discussed, okay? So, I've seen a lot that's happened in the past couple weeks, past couple months, right? And I really want to talk about this because I didn't expect it to be this ridiculous, but it has really gone to another level in terms of just being overall sad. You know, it's pretty sad. But before I get into that, let me just get this out the way. I want to give a massive shout out and send my love to Titanfall Princess. I'm going to tell you right now, when I say I am very honored to know this individual and to have her as a panelist on the RGT podcast, it is definitely an honor to talk gaming with her. It's great to know her as a friend, and I just have nothing but love for her. I really do. She did a live stream a couple days ago that I'm going to have linked in the description below. I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's pretty well said, but it's also pretty traumatic as well. And just send some love her way, courtesy of, you know, yours truly. I would appreciate you guys so much. Just listen to her and tell me what you guys think. But she really did say a lot in that live stream, and it needs to be said. And hopefully, you know, hopefully she feels better too. But I really wanted to get that out the way. I really did. Okay. So let's start today's video, man. I don't even know how to start it. Do I start with one? I guess I'll just start with the obviously the first one. Shout out to Cali Rex for this right here. So apparently a kid was harassed, ladies and gentlemen. This kid has been harassed by numerous people on the internet because he commented on two particular things. He commented on Fortnite saying, oh, people still playing that. Obviously he's being, you know, he's making a joke, but he commented about Fortnite saying, oh, people still playing that. He's an 11-year-old kid. And he also commented towards Keanu Reeves saying that, oh, Keanu Reeves doesn't look like a legend because he is quote unquote young looking. That was his comment. People have attacked him left and right. People wishing him to die, X amount of things. Now here's my thing, guys. Here's my thing. Majority of these comments, right? I'm pretty sure majority of these comments, just to be fair, a good chunk of these comments are probably from immature little kids who are upset because he insulted their favorite little online game, Fortnite. As you guys know, Fortnite has pretty much become the new Call of Duty for a lot of kids, and the damn kids are eating it up. Sure, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of those comments are from that. But there are also grown men. There are also teenagers, you know, older individuals, older than this kid, who are talking trash to him, hoping that his grandmother dies, talking about his mother, X amount of things, because he's talked about Keanu Reeves. And apparently, I'm guessing people are adding him to that list of people who are belittling Cyberpunk. Now, let me tell you guys something. Let's be mature here. Let's legit be mature here, okay? I'm gonna be upfront with you, all right? I turned 27 this year. Okay, I will be 27 years old. Yes, I will be blessed to be living for 27 years on this God's green earth in August. Okay, and even I gotta be real with you on this, man. First of all, every single major release game, whether it be a first-party game from a company like Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, or hell, even a third-party game, has been hit with some retarded slander, some retarded, you know, comments or whatever. From comments of the games being downgraded, from comments of the game being trash, the games being milked, the games being uninspired, right? All games have been hit with some form of criticism in each particular way. Do I agree with the criticisms? No, but we already know how to beat these criticisms, do we not? The best way to destroy these people and their criticisms is to show that the game is not trash, and that's by playing it and actually showing that the game is really true, you know, that it really is a true, you know, good installment or a good product. That's how you silence haters. The fact that people are making a big deal about XYZ and are really, and I mean really, attacking people over this game is really ridiculous to me. Have we forgotten what happened with Cuphead? Remember, Cuphead was considered to be one of the hardest games of all time, and yet one of these main people who reviewed Cuphead couldn't even pass the tutorial level. Think about that for a second. You got people who said the game was hard and they haven't even beaten the game. I'll tell you what the truth is, ladies and gentlemen. And this is something I'm surprised a lot of you are not catching on to. The reason why people are talking bad about, Cyberpunk, or they might talk bad about The Last of Us, right? These little journalists. The reason why they're doing that is because they need clicks. They need views to their websites. They need whatever they can. Just notice, before Mark Cerny announced the specifications for the PlayStation 5 in terms of the CPU and the GPU, how many articles were out there saying some of the most absurd specifications for the console just for clicks? Some of these people don't even know what the basic principles of the PS5 are built upon. They're talking about the PS5 is going to be a mobile device. Y'all remember that? I'm just saying, they need clicks. They need views. So they're going to say whatever they can to trigger you, to get a reaction out of you, and then you will come to those videos or those articles, right? You will talk on those articles and you will be, adding to what they want. And that's traffic. They don't care if it's negative traffic. They look at it like, oh, well, this is part of my job. They'll damage control. I'm just giving my opinion when the reality is they're not. They're trying to trigger something. They're triggering a reaction. They're putting gasoline on a fire. There's a reason why Anita Sarkeesian, even though her nonprofit organization supposedly is broke and she's, doing other stuff, but there's a reason why she has lasted this long in this industry. There's a reason why her comments have actually held a little bit of weight, even though she says some of the most absurd things in gaming, right? Even though she goes over the top in terms of how she portrays gamers, she does have a point at the end of the day. Some of these dudes on the internet, a lot of these dudes on the internet, definitely act like they act unhinged, and they act like they can't tell the difference between a virtual world and reality. And this is where we're getting to the other portion of this. Why do I see so many people making a big deal about Final Fantasy VII in terms of Tifa getting a downgrade in terms of her bra size? Notice what I just said. I want you to really think about what I just said here. People are putting more emphasis, more time and energy attacking and being upset about Final Fantasy VII's Tifa having a decreased bra size. That's it. People are making a big deal out of this. Let me tell you something. Listen. Be real here. How is that such a big deal? It's the exact same game that you know and love. It will be a love letter to fans. It's completely redone, not only for you so you can relive your childhood, but it's redone for the new generation of fans or potential fans, and that's kids. So why is it that I see more people defending and attacking and going off the rails over this, but none of these people are coming to the aid of this kid? Why? Really think about it. Where are our priorities in gaming right now? Where are our priorities? Oh, is that not enough for you? You're like, oh, that's another kid. Okay, let me throw another one at you. Microsoft announced that they're going to probably be taking away freedom of speech on Xbox Live. Are any of you talking about that? Are any of you talking about that? And before somebody tries to flip this, oh, he flipped this on Microsoft. No, I'm not. This actually can come to PlayStation if it takes off. The way gamers are programmed nowadays, everybody's programmed to attack one side or the other as opposed to looking at the broader picture. There's a reason why DRM has come back in full fashion from 2013 to now. 2013, we were literally about to be at the mercy of not only our cable providers, but also the very console makers. They were going to dictate how we played, when we played it, how we played it, all that. Online check-ins, all that. What happened when we looked outside the circle and we looked outside the little bubble that is the console war? What happened? We made a difference. We told them we're not going to support that. And that eventually led to a better consoles in the end. The PS4 launched at $400. It had good games. It was a good value. Xbox One, despite being weaker because of the Kinect, still, it got better over time. Due to your feedback. So why are people making a big deal about this whole thing with Tifa? It's going to be a great game. Hell, it might be game of the year. But I find that sad that people are prioritizing something as small as that type of downgrade. And I remember people were hitting me up about that, going, why come you don't talk about Sony censoring games? Now, I do agree. Certain things shouldn't really be censored, right? Let's say if it's a game that's, I don't know, rated R, right? And they remove certain things that are graphic. I don't believe in that type of censorship, right? But I do draw the line at certain things. For example, I don't need to see stuff, right? I don't need to have kids, especially over here too. But I would hate to see a kid see a child, whether it be like a baby or something like that, being killed in a video game. I just don't want to see that type of stuff. I would rather them keep it, like it's okay to go it's okay to go outside the box, right? Because we saw that with Dead Space. Dead Space did that. Remember how the babies were necromorphs and they tried different ways of incorporating different necromorphs? It's fine to do stuff like that, but I'm saying I'd rather not see, infant children being killed or shot or all that. I don't need to see that. I would rather have a good game, great story, awesome mechanics, whatnot, right? I would rather have that type of experience. I don't need to have these these ridiculous like shock value type of experiences at all. I don't need that. I really don't. I see enough of that in the real world. And that's one of the main things too that's kind of becoming a trend, is that the real world is legit kind of being projected into our video games, A lot of people have a problem with transgenders, all of that. And yet, we don't want that in our video games. How dare they, get a character that's, transgender, blah, blah, blah. And the character. Again, guys, gaming appeals to all races and genders. There are gamers everywhere. There's a gamer and many people. Hell, even people that you might go to right now that might not even look at a controller. I guarantee you, if you asked them at one point in time, did they play video games? They would tell you, hell yeah, I played video games, but they probably moved on. Gaming appeals to everybody. It appeals to broader audiences. And the fact that we were making a big deal off of some of the most sad stuff in video games and taking people's opinions or taking people's thoughts in articles this serious, right, to the point where we're losing the very concept of gaming itself, is the sad part. It really, really is. I'm just being real with y'all. I don't want to make this into something at all. This isn't even an attack. It's just a question. What has happened to gamers? What happened to our standards? And what happened to our standards? What happened to us? I thought we knew what we wanted in our games. I thought we knew what was right and what was wrong. We talk about how these companies can improve, and yet here we go, and we're acting worse than the companies. We are. Oh man, this is sad, man. Very, very sad. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. I'm just being real with y'all. At the end of the day, man, there's a difference between a virtual world and reality. Reality is, we're not gods. We're not assassins. Reality is, we're not anything that you guys are seeing in these virtual worlds. Just because you might become a fan of a character in a video game does not mean that you are that character. You are you. And you will always be you. You can idolize the character and improve yourself, which I see a lot of people do. Hence why a lot of people like to cosplay. A lot of people like to put, hours in the gym and perfect their bodies. Hey, that's people really, taking that positive and making an even bigger positive in their lives by improving themselves. But I don't see gamers doing that. I see people just going the extra mile of just buying the merchandise, buying the posters, right? All this junk, right? And then they sit in this bubble, which is their rooms, their world, and they don't even experience the basic pleasures of reality, of what's out there outside the virtual world. Life is very short, ladies and gentlemen. It's very short. It's also precious. And I suggest all of you look at it the way it should be looked at. It is a precious thing. It is something that should be experienced by all gamers. There's a time to put the controller down, and there's a time to pick the controller up. There really is. We don't need the controller in our hands 24/7. Instead, we need time with our families. We need times the ones that we love, and we need to experience the basic pleasures of life. This is Big Cloud Gaming signing out. Hope you enjoy. See you later.